Hi everyone, my name is Michael Burton. Welcome to Visual Communications and Presentations, TXCD 121. In this course, you're going to learn a little bit about digital photography, graphic layout, 3D modeling, and presentation methods. The purpose of this course is to learn to use images to convey information as they're relevant to your various careers. These days you can take a photograph with your phone, you can edit it online, and you can quickly disseminate that to anyone to visually communicate. We're a visual culture, and we're going to learn about that in this course. Whether you're a tourism major, an art education major, or you just want to create a graphic layout for an advertisement or an educational poster, you'll learn to use those strong design principles in order to convey your information and present something that's visually pleasing. You'll learn to use design principles for good and not evil. You'll learn to recognize strong design and perhaps understand why some designs are weaker than others. You can learn to use free digital design tools to conceptualize and to build your ideas. Something like Sumo Paint here, which is an equivalent to Adobe Illustrator, or Pixlr, which is a photo editing program and a photo compositing program. It's much like Photoshop. You'll also improve on your computing skills, and you'll learn to be able to translate between different programs and use different software for various purposes, whether it's to create a presentation or to get information to somebody else in a visual way. You're going to learn to use Google SketchUp to create some 3D models, and in this case, this is a student example.
My name is Emma DeVries, and this is my SketchUp design project. My inspiration was Falling Water, a house designed by American architect Frank Lloyd Wright in 1935. Unlike Falling Water, which is incorporated with the natural surroundings, I wanted to emphasize the contrast between what is artificial or human-made with the natural world. The general exterior shape of the building has some cubist elements, as well as minimalistic design being the core style of both the interior as well as the exterior. I incorporated many windows because I didn't want to have a total disconnect with nature and the landscape, which is dramatic and colorful. The window design is a simplified modern version of stained glass. These windows prevent the design of the house from being monotonous, unexceptional, or drab, which plays into the color choice of the house, white and gray, mostly because the landscape is so vibrant and alive, it creates more of an emphasis.
You're going to learn to use images to reinforce your content. In this course unit, this is graphic layout. The images help convey that this is, yes, indeed a camping trip, and it might be fun, it might be something that you'll want to sign up for. Or this is an educational poster talking about the various gentle yoga poses. Instead of just listing them with text, she's incorporated some images that help tell us a little bit more about those poses. In some cases, you want to evoke an empathetic response from your audience. In this case, recycling saves trees. This is a park where the trees are made out of stacks of paper. Or I think even more effective, why should horse processing be allowed in the United States? I didn't know anything about this subject until the student made this poster, but she found some images that told us about the rise in neglected horses. Horses standing in the middle of the road or emaciated horses really evokes a response and helps her to make the case for her content, for her poster. Those are the things that you'll be using photographs for. So the course overview, there's 5 units and the 16 weeks that the course is online. And the overview is the first one is digital photography, and you'll be using that to explore 2D composition, sort of the basics of composition. You'll learn a little bit also about file handling and photo editing. Then we'll move to graphic layout. Will you use photos in that graphic design to help reinforce your content? You'll also learn about color and font choice. We'll then go to the 3D modeling segment, which you just saw an example of. And this is meant really to help you create a concept and develop it, and also to explore some ideas through the process of making. So this program allows you to kind of sketch up something that's virtually 3D. And then for Unit 4, it will be a service learning project. So you'll go out and do a hypothetical remodel of a location. And students in the fall 2011 course went to Valentino's here in Lincoln, and we hypothetically remodeled the restaurant. What we did was they used the photography skills, their graphic skills, and their modeling skills to put together a presentation of how they might redesign the restaurant to service their customers more effectively. And then finally, you'll do a final presentation. So you'll be doing small mini presentations for each unit. Digital photography, you'll present a before and after, how you edited your photos to achieve a better composition, so on. But in the end, you're going to do a final presentation, much like I'm doing right now, using PowerPoint or Prezi or PDF even. And you'll be using images to reinforce your content. In this case, this is an example from a student, and I'll just go through the images quickly, where she talked over the images, and she just had the title of each image. It was sort of a main bullet point in there, but she wanted the image really to convey the information and, of course, reinforce what she was talking about. So this student, she was in a youth group, and they traveled to the Rosebud Indian Reservation a couple of times a year for the last couple of years, and she told us about that. It was hard for her to build trust with these youth there, and she described that process, how she got them to listen to her a little bit. That was interesting. I hope this gives you a good overview of what the course is going to be like, and I'm looking forward to working with you. See you soon.